Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. So we're going to begin by hiding our eyebrows. So I'm using a glue stick to do this, and I'm going to get them as flat and as smooth as possible. Grabbing some concealer, I'm just going to be hiding my brows. I will list all the products in the description box below, by the way, so you can check out exactly what I used. Taking a makeup pencil, I'm using an eyebrow pencil. You just want to sketch out where the shapes are going to be, the facial features like the eyes, the teeth, and the jawline, and all of that good stuff. Starting off with white, I'm using the Bennye Magicake for this. I'm just going to start painting some vertical stripes in the forehead, the eyes, and the cheek areas. The lines don't have to be absolutely perfect at this point because we can clean it up with the black later. So now I'm going in with some black, and this time I'm going to try and get the lines as straight as I possibly can. Moving on to the teeth, I'm just going to be grabbing some white, and I'm just simply starting to fill in the shapes. I'm leaving gaps in between them so it can help guide me later for when I start defining them. For the nose, I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing as I did on my other features, and then for the rest of my face I'm going in with a cream paint. I'm using the Kryolan Supracolours in this, and I'm just going to paint the rest in white. And the reason why I'm using a cream paint this time is because I feel like it's so much easier to apply eyeshadow on. Next, I'm grabbing some eyeshadow and quite a large eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to start applying some pink. I'm focusing mainly on the outer edges of the white areas. So the pink gets more intense as it goes towards the edges, and then I'm leaving it more white as it goes towards the centre. You want to take your time and build up the colour slowly. Use dabbing and circular motions to get a nice even blend. I've also created these kind of like forehead creases coming from the eye sockets, and this is just going to sort of form like an angry looking skull. Taking a black and defined brush, I'm starting to outline some of the teeth, but before I got any further onto that, I moved onto the chest. Kind of similar to what we did on the face, we're just going to apply a white base. I'm starting to form the shape of a neck corset, and as you can see, I've already gone in with pencil and sketched out where I wanted the shapes to be. So very simple, just fill the white in and then grab your eyeshadow and start to add the colour. I'm applying the pink so that it's about an inch away from the edge. And then for the more central area of the section, I'm just adding some pink in a circular kind of shape. Do the same on the other side, and then moving on to the more shoulder areas, we are going to basically repeat the same steps as we did on our eye sockets. So it's just vertical stripes, and then go in with black, and then start to really refine the shapes. As you can see at the bottom of the stripes, it's quite messy, but that's so easy, you can just get a wipe and just clean it up. Next, I'm taking a fine brush and the black, and I'm just going to very simply outline the shapes. Then grabbing some black eyeshadow, I'm going in with an eyeshadow brush, and I'm starting to create shadow coming from the bottom. This is going to create a lot more of a 3D feel and make it look a little bit more realistic. You want the black to be more intense as it goes towards the black line, and to fade and diffuse out as it goes away. I'd say a really good technique for this is to just apply a tiny little amount of product each time. When you apply it onto your brush, either tap it off or rub it off on a piece of tissue or something like that. This is just going to really help build it up slowly. You don't want to add too much at once because it's so easy to overdo and then make it look too flat. Taking a black once again, I'm just going to create some crosses in between the corset, and then bouncing back onto the face, I'm then defining each of the teeth. I'm not worrying too much about detail just yet at this point, I'm just getting the basic lines down. Now I'm just going around all of the edges of the shapes and just defining and outlining them. I'd say for this, don't make the lines too thick. Then I'm grabbing some eyeshadow. I'm just going to apply this onto my inner chin area and underneath in between the teeth as well. This is going to make it look a lot more 3D and bring back the areas where the shadow would hit, and it's going to bring forward the facial features. Do the same on the top as well. Apply a small amount of product and use vertical uppy flicky motions. I'm bringing the shadow so it goes quite high onto my face as well. And as you can see, everything's really starting to come together now. I'm taking a brush as well, and I'm just kind of applying this across my lips so it all joins together. Next I'm grabbing a brush and I'm using the opposite end and I'm dipping this in some black and I'm just creating some circles or bubbles. Some are going to be quite large and then others are going to be really small. Taking a black eyeshadow, I'm going to be applying this on the stripy areas on my cheek areas. This is going to bring it back and it will bring the rest of my face forward. I'm also doing exactly the same onto my forehead area as well. Then for the chest, I'm just taking a white and I'm just going to apply this onto the cross areas on the corset. This is going to kind of create like highlights. And then the same as you did on your face, you want to do on your chest. I'm creating these bubbles once again. I am aware that you are supposed to put contact lenses in before applying makeup, but for these contacts I can't really see properly, so I kind of had to do it last. But for the cherry on top of the cake, you want to apply your lenses and some lashes as well. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see much more of this kind of content, then please hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at gothspectrum, because I've got a lot more of this kind of content coming your way. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time. Bye.